Congratulations.
New world or not, some things remain unchanged.
The look.
What look?
Boldly charging headfirst into the jaws of your enemy. Courageously risking the lives of yourself and your teammates. Just to play the hero. This is the Fire Dragon all over again.
Fire Dragoon. My memories may be fragmented, but as I recall, I killed the bastard.
And all it cost was a village.
Ah, of course. I see it now. The look.
Cut him some slack. It wasn't that simple.
It never is. Which is why I sent you to help. If Spider-Man hadn't come along today, we could have lost far more than...
Then the Sanctum?
Or Wanda.
She means I could have died. Again, putting an end to her eternal crusade against my mother.
Nie wiem, mamy się bać tego wzroku?
You've been through a lot.
Już mnie denerwuje.
It's enough that you all made it back in one piece. More or less. We'll talk more later.
Musimy?
Get some rest.
Okej, z Tonym pogadać.
That was a complete fiasco.
And it would have been far worse.
Hey, for what it's worth, I think you did okay out there. You got some decent hang time, even given you were wearing, what, 70, 80 pounds of chainmail? On the Stark scale of reckless yet daring heroics, I give it a solid 6 out of 10. Don't worry, you'll get there, with a little help.
Your support is appreciated.
Oh, no problem. Already got a few ideas cooking. You're not allergic to mimetic poly... You know what? Never mind. Why spoil the surprise? I couldn't help but overhear Auntie Caretaker over there telling you to get some rest. It sounds like a good idea to me. I suppose I could keep you company on the way, seeing as our rooms are in the same direction and all. Besides, no one should be forced to walk the hallways around here alone.
Okej.
So, here we are. The old room, huh? It's not bad. Functional. Solid construction. Almost cozy. Love the antique furnishings from the early Mephisto collection. Full transparency, Hunter, there's another reason I asked to join you here, other than my abject terror of this entire facility. Stopped here before, while you were out. Wanted to surprise you with a nice little housewarming present. Was all set to write you a lovely welcome note, but I'm fairly certain that wasn't red ink in your quill.
But I do not have a quill.
Even better.
Relax, Tony. I simply jest. It is an ink derived of the spider lily flower. Red spider lily flowers.
Of course it was. Obviously.
With just a touch of amphibian blood for power.
Haha! Another zinger. And we'll just leave it at that. Well, I suppose I should leave before whatever monstrosity that is most definitely hiding under your bed jumps out, rips my face off, and then proceeds to feast on my soul. I'll leave you to it.
May your sleep be filled with pleasant dreams, Tony.
Right back at you. Oh, and if you hear the shrieking of a grown man, please ignore it. It's just me walking to my room.
Nie lubi tych tematów. O. Dobra.
Hi, I'm Tony Stark. But if you're hearing this message, you already know that. When I'm not saving the world, I solve the world's problems with technological means, like the one you're holding. I call it the Spark, a secure information and communication device built only for superheroes. It does all the usual, private messages, pictures, and calls for some reason, but it also comes with access to Superlink, a private social network exclusively for your cape-wearing, world-saving compatriots. You might ask, Tony, Aren't you just repurposing a failed product from your communications division? If you do, I'll revoke access and let everyone else know you're a jerk. I call it the Wonder Man rule.
Eksploruj pokój.
We were all so happy then. My old journal. Maybe it is time I start writing in it again. There was never enough room for my armor in this thing.
Co by mu dać? Co by mu dać? A niech se w tym łazi. Idź spać. Tak po prostu. Dobra, idę spać.
They're everywhere! We must fall back! To where?
The book! Is she reading from the book? Can we advance?
No! Hold the line! I can stop her! Only I can stop her!
Child.
Charlie! I know. I missed you too.
Najsłodszy demon.
She's been visiting your door every morning for the past 300 years.
Oh, it must have been so hard on her.
Not just her. I suppose that's why I might have been a little curt before.
A little?
You already made the ultimate sacrifice once. Maybe I'm in no rush to see you do it again.
We do not choose our destiny.
But we can choose to duck.
First lesson you ever taught me.
And still the most important. Especially now that you have all these eyes on you.
I have noticed.
To these people, you are a being of myth and legend. A grand hero of old. And they're right. You are a hero. But I also know the battle that rages within your soul. It's not enough that you are a hero. You need to decide what type of hero you will be. I'm sure there will be plenty of opportunity for that in the days to come. For now, I would head to the forge. Our new guests are eager to show you something. This was a lot easier when it was just you and I beheading the Dark Legion as we traipsed through the woods.
Don't forget about Agatha.
I never could.
Dobra, ja chcę pieska pogłaskać.
Charlie was restless all night. I should have known something was wrong.
Okej.
We'll talk more later, but for now, Stark has requested your presence in the forge. I think he has another present for you.
Hunter. Next thing I know, the sanctum is airborne and covered in slime.
Różdżka wody. Dobra.
I don't get it. Strange.
O, pieniądze się walają. Kto to widział takie rzeczy? Zaraz tam przyjdę. Puste gablota.
Do I look like a Tony? Not that it makes any difference to me, but I think Tony's waiting for you, Hunter.
Dobrze, ty kocha to poczeka. Dobra. Co tam trzeba?
Now, think
think you can tell your friend inside there to turn it up a few hundred Kelvin?
I could. However, it might shatter the containment spell preventing him from incinerating this facility.
I think we're good. And just in time.
The forge has certainly changed.
Right. Caretaker said this all happened after your siesta. What spooky castle would be complete without its own Babylonian demon-powered furnace?
Sumerian fire demon. His name is Babs.
Oh, now it all
Babs?
makes sense. Well, once you get past the esoteric terror of the situation, I've found this thing actually has some uses. Molecular bonding, breaking down evil gamma serums, fashion accessorizing.
Yes, speaking of...
Oh, right. It's ready.
Your armor seemed to offer minimal protection against the venom creature.
I noticed.
Yeah, I thought you could use an upgrade.
Well hammered, well fired. Caretaker did not mention that you two are such skilled smithies.
Yep. I am Iron Smithy.
Perhaps you should just
It's...
try it on. Still think it could have used a cloak.
Może jakby cały czarny był? Tak, nie tak źle. Co tam?
Hunter, your new attire suits you quite well. But how are you holding up on the inside? I know it's easy to look upon me and simply see the universe's utmost authority on all things mystical and macabre, Hunter. However, in addition to being Earth's sorcerer supreme, I am also your doctor.
You mean a physician of the medical arts? You jest.
I assure you, Hunter, I do not jest. They don't call me Mr. Strange, now do they? Except for Tony. Your awakening ritual was admittedly a touch more chaotic than I had originally intended, and
On zawsze gada najwięcej.
Venom, my oath to Hippocrates compels me to check in with you. Simply put, how do you feel?
Dobra.
Physically, I'm fine. However, I do feel some
Grogginess, a tinge of nausea, sense of memory loss upon time of passing, watery or itchy eyes, common side effects when one is pulled back into the light. Believe me, I know. If any other symptoms arise, you can always tell me. Particularly if you develop a craving for brains. I have a cream for that. In any event,
Okej.
I, for one, do not know if I will
Zombie
ever feel
Strange.
100% again after the events of yesterday. I still can't believe what transpired. The sanctum, all that knowledge. Wanda, lost. Swallowed whole by the black mouth of that foul venom creature. With all my resources, all my gifts, I should have seen this outcome spelled out in the sacred geometry of this universe years ago. But I miscalculated.
Lilith's power has placed a dark shroud over us all, Doctor. You are not alone in this.
Your words are appreciated. Still, I must not allow the underlying truth of the situation to become shrouded as well. It's not just the sanctum sanctorum that was lost
Ten
yesterday.
dialog
It
mógł
was
być
my protégé,
krótszy.
Wanda. She is my charge, my responsibility, and I failed her. But I am determined not to let that happen with you, Hunter, which is why I am here to answer any questions you may have. Perhaps my...
Okej, innym razem pogadamy.
Visit whenever you like. It's not often I get to converse with...
W porządku. Tony chce pogadać.
I hate to admit it, but somehow this ancient forge puts any arc reactor I've got to shame. Who would have thought mystically bound demon power would be so damn energy efficient? Or carbon neutral? Certainly got that new suit of yours done a lot faster than I expected. Speaking of, what's the verdict, boss?
It is nice having an armorer on demand.
Anytime. I tried to make this version a little less palatable to that symbiote thing. Was this close to making it menthol flavored. But tools are just one part of the equation. You gotta know how to use them too. You were out, what, 300 years before we woke you from your eternal rest? I'm betting you have questions, so ask away, Hunter.
Dobra, przeklikam te dialogi, żeby się po prostu nie wyświetlały później. Może jak wam się uda, to sobie zatrzymacie i będziecie mogli przeczytać po prostu.
I take it this new...
Impact resistant. And hey, the built-in... Lightweight, frankly,
is...
might surprise. Isotope. At least...
I cannot...
Well, I wouldn't take it personally. But yeah,
Seen anything?
what, other than my room? But on a more serious note, magic.
Was it suspicious?
Actually, yes. It just poofed in next... Cute little thing.
What?
Oh, that's right. Basically, we've got a gigantic... Sounds insane, but...
I am impressed with...
From where you're standing, I could see... Still, I doubt I'll be...
You...
Well, just your tip... Pops was a founding member of the... Tragedy struck when I lost them both. I spent my early teens at... Then one day, fortune shined on. So I did what anybody...
I guess...
Just kidding.
Thanks.
Remember, if you have a minute, meet me at the anvil over there.
Dobra, moment. Ja od razu zrobię to samo z tymi dialogami.
Unfortunately,
My...
yes,
Tell me about...
the sound.
And... But... How did...
What?
That must...
Agatha, as their eventually.
Okej.
Now, I doubt advanced gamma thermodynamics was a hot topic at ye old demon hunting school, so I'm just gonna give you the condensed version.
I appreciate that.
Closest I've ever seen to this substance is pumping through Bruce's veins. Part gamma accelerant, part unknown element. Calling it coil for now, given its unique atomic structure. Man, I love acronyms. This stuff is more volatile than Nick Fury on a Monday morning. But Hydra doesn't seem to mind.
They're using it to get stronger.
Exactly. A few drops would make your average salamander look like Fin Fang Foom. Thankfully, with a little help from Dr. Spooky and our haunted oven over here, I think two can play at this game.
You are not suggesting we start injecting ourselves with it?
No, nothing like that. Though I can see some future applications for my energy drink line. I was thinking we apply this stuff towards upgrading our equipment.
I like where this is going.
Just give me a little time here and I can whip up some pretty fun toys. How about we give Hydra a taste of their own gamma-powered medicine for a change? Give me a sec. Okay, what's up? I'm pretty sure Charlie left the steaming coil in the hallway. Third state. How does this look?
No i dobra. Wybierz jedną.
Hunter, when you have a minute, come meet me in the yard.
Chcę rozmawiać.
Welcome to the yard. At least that's what we're calling it these days. Caretaker put me in charge of your training. Too bad she didn't listen to me yesterday. Now that we know what we're up against, I think we can all use the practice. Any questions? Right when it's time to train? From all Sarah told us about you, she never described you as lazy.
Train first, then talk.
All right then. Let's do
Ulepszenie
this.
zdolności. No. Okej.
Later. Before we trained, you had questions. Go on. Ask.
Can I ask about you?
I guess.
Zrobię to samo, co z tamtymi.
Is your name...
Is your name?
Yes,
Oh, real.
that is...
It takes all kind.
So...
No.
What is it?
It's
Is it embarrassing?
No,
You do not consider me a friend?
Not yet. Don't take it personally.
How...
You say that like I had a choice.
How is that...
Don't know if that's...
How...
I don't exactly... Much of the last...
What happened?
I killed a lot of vampires. Not until
And...
She gave me a...
What brought you to the Abbey?
Caretaker.
Did she ever say why?
She said she thought I'd be able to kill more vampires. She gave me safe haven. So when she... Or... Guess I never found...
Is that all?
No. If...
What? I'm...
Fine. Keep... At her... Any... He's open... Any... She's the...
What?
She...
What?
She... Well... I'm... It...
No.
Or...
Za dużo czasu te dialogi pozajmowały. Jezu.
Like the way you move out there, Hunter. Guess Dr. Strange picked the right supernatural demon hunter to resurrect. I'm Carol Danvers, but you can call me Captain Marvel. Kidding, Carol's fine. Just thought I'd throw a bone to the Avengers PR team. Not gonna lie, going a few rounds in Vampire Guy's Magic Thunderdome sounds like fun, but we've got bigger fish to fry. Well, not so much fish as that ginormous invulnerable sewer monster that swallowed the Sanctum.
The venom creature surprised me before. He will not do so.
That thing's tougher than a flirkin' furball. You better steer clear of him and his creepy slime shield for a while. Strange, Caretaker, and the rest of the funky bunch can try and magic their way through that shield all they want. If my time as a pilot taught me one thing, it's that sometimes you've gotta find a workaround. As in Hydra. They've gotta know the way inside. Steve's always said they aren't much...
Just how far are you willing to go, Captain?
Let's just say that I'm willing to unleash the power of a quantum singularity white hole on them. You'll see. Find me in the war room when you're finished. Welcome back from the dead.
Okej. No właśnie. Tutaj nie zwróciłem uwagi. Tarot. Moon Knight.
That is something. Fascinating. What is this? Interesting.
Okej. Idźmy już na misję. Proszę.
Nothing is certain these days, but these readings are too distinct to ignore. The gamma signature is...
Ow. The gamma signature is completely inverted.
The daughter nuclei are being reabsorbed into the parent nuclei, which is impossible.
If the gamma signature from the sanctum is really that unique, Bruce, then couldn't we just...
Sorry, still working out a few gremlins in the system.
Try sunlight, and whatever you do, avoid water.
Wait, you're being serious?
Okej.
We should be able to track this new gamma signature to its source then, right? I'd do it myself, but we seem to be having a little IT trouble today.
Please. Old Central here is ready to grind through that data like chum.
What exactly is a central?
CENTRAL. Cognitive encryption, net transmogrification. We'll figure it out later.
Sending coordinates now. Hope your gremlins enjoy gamma spectroscopy.
Well, he's been a little moody lately, ever since, you know, the problem with the big old green guy.
I heard that.
Banner can't turn into the Hulk? Not sure if we should be frightened or relieved.
That makes two of us.
Oh, hey. Come on. Happens to everyone. Well, okay, not everyone.
Nice work, Bruce.
I know that place. Creepy abandoned warehouse in the bad guy part of town.
My favorite kind. Anybody up for paying it a visit?
Definitely.
Aw, see that? Teamwork goosebumps.
Find me when you're ready.